Bring in the executive director of the Texas Public Policy Foundation, Robert Henneke. And I want to start just with your reaction, sir, to President Biden's announcements today. Many agree it's the right move, but does it go far enough?
No, it doesn't go far enough, and it's tone deaf to the fact that the Biden administration for the past year has had the dead weight of its bureaucracy in an anti-fossil fuel, anti-oil and gas administration that's led to where high energy prices are here today. What the president announces misses the forest for the trees because it fails to account for the bureaucracy holding up permits. It fails to account for the failure to lease on federal lands. It fails to account for all of the roadblocks and messaging from this administration that has been anti the energy and the oil and gas industry that Americans are suffering from today. Yeah,
crude oil was $36 on November 3rd, and it hasn't looked back ever since to $126 today. I want your thoughts, though, on this notion that somehow this is the fault of the oil industry itself. They're sitting on thousands of permits. That the president has been actually more, he's given him the green light, and they're essentially saying it's corporate America, it's Wall Street, and essentially it's the oil companies that would prefer to make a lot of money, buy back their stock, give out juicy dividends than to drill themselves. What do you say to that?
Rule number one of this Biden administration has always been blame somebody else. Let's not forget that President Biden campaigned on banning fracking. That the first thing he did when he was elected president was to ban offshore oil and gas exploration on federal lands. That he imposed the social cost of carbon standard to punish the development of fossil fuels, that these permits are being held up. Now, a lot of these have been fought back in the courts.
Right.
The industry and state attorney generals have sued and won.
But Robert, what about the notion that these oil companies are so greedy that they'd rather put the money in their pockets than to drill for more oil, even at this price where, ironically, it would seem they would make even more profits?
No, I mean, the industry is investing in the demand right now. Look at Texas. Look where the president is traveling to today, not to discuss energy, but where the Permian Basin and Midland continues to be the engine of our economy, where you have, independents and small producers that are out there trying to develop more capacity. Sure, there's profits being made. There always has been. This is a profitable industry, but it's an essential one to American prosperity. And they've been choked down by the policies of this administration, which is causing the high prices, not any kind of greedy capitalism.
Yes, I agree with you. It's nuts. But then again, a lot of them don't like profits either. Robert, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, folks, extreme fear has gripped this market.